Delighted to be joined by Dev Sahni here at Telford. First time, mate, how are we?
I'm alright, mate. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Presenting, tried having a little, trying to get a little tease, want you, out of a few of them.
You got to try, ain't you? I mean, who's going to rock up to these press conferences if it's just thank you, everyone, I've had a great camp, let me sit back down? No, come on, have a go at him. Yeah? Say what you're going to do to him. So I try and instigate that, try and get something. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. But got to give it a go, ain't you?
One fight that I thought we were going to get a little bit was Andrew Kane and Beluta. The face-off was pretty tense. I know that you tried having a little tease with them, but that's another great fight that's going to be happening on Saturday, isn't it? Probably the fight of the night, maybe.
I think it's the best fight in the world this weekend. And there's a lot of boxing on there. You got Benavidez, Plant, you got Lawrence Okoli's back. This is the one for me. I'm so hyped about this. An unbeaten 10-0 Andrew Kane, who's knocked out 9 of his opponents, stepping up to kind of fringe world level, huge step up in class against an absolute nutcase in Yannick Beluta. I love this fight, and Andrew Kane said there in the press conference he thinks he could knock him out in 1 round. Do you know who that guy's been in with? Mick Conlan, yeah, Brad Foster, TJ Doheny. Oh, some of the wins there. Brad Foster, TJ Doheny. He's been in with good fighters. No one's knocked him out in a round. No one's come close to it. If Andrew Kane does that, that is a huge statement. So I'm very hyped about that.
Imagine you could do a little super bantamweight tournament, couldn't you, with the Queensbury stable that we've got?
They're all with us, pretty much. They're all with us. So you could do that. I mean, it's a hell of a division. You've got Dennis McCann, who's knocking about around that weight. He was a Commonwealth champion, of course. Chris Bork's sort of building back up again. Jason Cunningham, as you say there as well. We've got a lot of super bantamweights, and it's an exciting time. Hopefully we can do some sort of little round robin.
Obviously your good friend Jason Cunningham's back as well. Like you said, he's coming back into a tough fight, fighting against guys, former 2-time world title challenger. Like you said, last fight didn't really go as he planned, obviously all the background stuff with that. He has come back into a pretty tough fight, hasn't he?
Yeah, look, he's taken on someone who, as you said, former world title challenger. He's only been stopped at the very highest level. Guys like Jerwin Ancajas, who's a terrific fighter. I mean, we've seen what Ancajas can do on these shores against Jamie Conlan, so he's a good fighter, Ancajas. So this Gonzalez fella, he's game, and he's been in, I'd say he's been in probably at a higher level than Jason Cunningham, so he's tasted that. Let's see. It's not an easy comeback fight at all for Jason Cunningham, but Cunningham's got a lot of size on that guy. You saw from the face-off as well, and he's still very hungry, and looking forward to it. He's also got the prize of a Liam Davis fight in the distance. You go on box race, it's bloody on there now, but it looks like there's some sort of agreement appears to be in place for that fight. I don't know officially, but he's got that, so he can't mess up here against Miguel Gonzalez. You'd think if you've got that coming up, you might have an easier fight, but he's got quite a hard one.
I've heard that is in Telford as well. I bet you're sick of coming to Telford.
Probably, yeah. No. I'm not sick of coming to Telford. Happy to be here. Always happy to be here. I love the 3.5-hour drive. But no, it's good. If that does happen here, it'll be a hell of an atmosphere for that. Liam Davis has got a lot of fans, and
is he from Telford?
Yeah,
is he?
He is the pride of Telford, the fighting pride of Telford. So that'll be a good fight.
Just a final one, Raven Chapman as well.
Yes.
Like you said, different opponent now. For her, how do you reckon her trajectory will go? Obviously, she's having little steps up. I know that the belts are tied up with Amanda Serrano at featherweight. How do you kind of see her career developing over the next couple of years?
I think it could all get moving very quickly for Raven Chapman. I think she's pretty much ready to go. And I think that there are probably lesser fighters out there who have won or are holding world titles as females. You can get moved quite quickly as female fighters, so I don't think it will be very long before she's challenging for a world title. She sounds like she's on a bit of a promise with Amanda Serrano as well. You know, they get on very well, and Amanda's told her that she'll fight her at some point. So that's great news. Yeah, I think her becoming a world champion is inevitable, and I think she'll be moved very quickly.
Obviously, only woman fighter on Frank's stable. Do you reckon Frank saw something in her, thinking, I want to push her?
Absolutely. No, it's the Queen of Queensbury, mate. You can't watch her and think like, oh no, she's rough. No, you watch her and you think she's really good, isn't she? She's really entertaining. The way she fights is entertaining. She actually sticks it on the opponent. She ain't trying to mess about in there. So you can't watch her and think, no, I wouldn't want to sign her. Actually, no, you sign her, and Frank did.
Brilliant. Cheers for your time, Dev, and I'll see you on Fight Night.
No